Hello everybody, my name is Lizix, and today I'm going to be fixing my Xbox. I recently got some X-Clamps thanks to Ghana, and I'm going to be putting them into my Xbox. I'm going to be getting rid of the bolt mods. Thank God, those don't deserve to be there. One slight issue we might run into is that I don't have the screws for the X-Clamps that actually go through the shielding. Well, only one way to find out if it'll work. I have to take this thing apart again.
Oh, it doesn't even have the disk drive thing?
Yeah.
Dude, you should just ask for that.
Well, I didn't know.
What do you mean you didn't know? You had it.
I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, just have an entire Falcon that's red ring. 0-100.
I may or may not have, like, completely destroyed the back of this thing.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Taking it apart. That's what happens when you don't have the special tool.
It turned off.
Well, after taking this apart multiple times, I'm getting good at it.
That's good. Yeah, it's just not connected.
Just knocked the heatsink off the table trying to pull the back off. And how did I do this the first time?
How do you know, man? You pop it in and pry.
There we go.
I find the one at the power supply always the hardest one.
Where I got it.
Damn.
Front side is so much easier. Why couldn't the back side be like the front?
I don't know, because the front's not that strong.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why mine doesn't want a firmware update.
That happens.
What, where our guitar just doesn't want a firmware update?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Give up.
Just straight up?
That's what I do at least.
Well, how many X-Bone Jags have you had?
0. I'm surprised that I didn't realize this sooner. Like, the X-Clamp screws weren't there when I first took this apart. I was just like, oh, that's odd.
How didn't you notice that?
I don't know. I was just like, yeah, it must just be like a special model Xbox where it doesn't need screws for the X-Clamps.
Must be the wind.
Pretty much.
Hop back on the Amtrak and I'll give you X-Clamp screws.
And a disk drive front.
And a disk drive cover.
Almost forgot to take out the eject button. That's important.
What's going on here?
Words.
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 Is that another Xbox? Or is that the same one?
It was the same one. I got these.
Ooh, did you get X-Clamps?
Boom. Clamps.
Holy shit.
Screwless X-Clamps. This is gonna go horribly, actually.
I wonder where you got those X-Clamps, those magical X-Clamps.
No idea.
I wonder.
I forgot one thing. I forgot to unscrew the power board. I've still not been able to find my missing power button screw.
What do you mean power button screw?
The screws that hold on the power button.
Oh, like the RF board?
Yeah.
It'll be.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Hope so.
I have a stock Corona with me now.
Lovely.
Hey, Corona.
I don't mind it being a Corona too much because you can get fixes for the Neversoft games.
Oh boy.
Oh, you have to look at that again. Oh, you might have to redo it. It's in the way.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. The biggest thing might be the tape.
Yeah, I think this will all squish down. This piece of tape is a problem.
Oh, okay.
I think I can just like peel it back. Since there's already tape underneath it, I'm just gonna have the bare wire exposed. It's not that much wire. It's not going over anything. It's not that big a deal, I hope.
Good to see that thing still survives.
Yep.
I gotta see if someone around here can RGH Corona.
Well, if it's one that doesn't need a post fix, send it to me and I'll do some madness to it. I'll run bad update.
I have the NAND dumped already.
Oh, well then you're already in a good place then.
Whoa, we're halfway there. It's like 10%.
Oh wow, this tape is super good. I feel like I'm gonna accidentally break the wire itself, which sucks. I do not want to have to redo the soldering for this thing. I think that'll lay flat enough now. Alright.
Why does it click in?
Debolting in progress.
Hell yeah.
I should sell these bolts.
You should give them the money.
Random. Actually, that's... yeah.
Now you too can bolt mod your Xbox.
I already have a bolt modded Xbox. My JTAG.
Poor thing.
Because somehow my JTAG's still kicking, and it's bolt modded.
Why would you die?
I'll also take this time to be repasting and getting some better pictures of these solder points because some of them are not great. And I think it would just be good to have them for
reference.
I gotta go, I got work.
You got work, imagine.
Yeah.
This guy.
Alright, bye.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Take a break from lyric display and in a bit and try just get a bad update going.
Yeah.
Enter the nightmare. When I had it at my friend's house, I got a few pretty lucky attempts. Like for some reason, XEX menu. Whenever I boot it and I have a games directory on my hard drive, it crashes. So that's really fun. When like I think 2 times I've gotten a bad update success, and then I go to open XEX menu so I can do anything else, and it black screen. I'm just like, oh damn. But like one time it happened, and then I rebooted and started the exploit again, and I got in like 3 minutes first try. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, the heatsink just fell off the board. That's funny.
Yeah, it's the only thing holding it in. You don't need that one.
Stupid ass bolts. Yeah, I got a better one anyway. Got the big boy.
Oh, it looks fancy. It's got copper. That's how you know it's good.
I can get a better look at this board. Wow, this paste is dry. That probably also was not helping my board when I unscrewed the bolts too far. Because this boy went on like that, which means this goes like that. Think? No, like that. Yeah, okay. Alright, so first things first, I've got thermal paste. But I need to clean the thermal paste that's already on there. And I found some Q-tips. I'm gonna have to go get them though. I'll go get those and then I can clean this board off a little bit better. It'll be good to go. Just grabbed a handful of Q-tips. That's probably more than I need. Whoa, this shit is crusty. They really went hard on putting thermal paste on this GPU. I don't blame them.
The X360's from there are interesting. I think just this whole generation of consoles just had a huge thermal issue.
Except for the Wii.
Except for the Wii, but the Wii doesn't do anything, so.
Yeah. Wii was incredibly underpowered for this generation. Paid off for him, though.
The Wii didn't have isn't doing anything to get it hot.
The Wii did nothing and won. Can
you just throw a SATA hard drive in the Slim?
Maybe. I think.
There's a slot on the side for a hard drive.
How do you know if you have a good GPU on an Xbox? AGS21 Xbox 360 GPU revisions.
But it only works with a few specific drives. Of course, the drives.
Is this actually a bad board?
Is it that over?
This can't be. It's a 2009. Ah, it's a Kronos. Might take a Q-tip to this whole board and just try and get as much dust off as I can. Well, I cleared off a decent amount of the dust. It's still a bit dusty, but I bet it looks fine on camera. So, first things first, before I put the clamps in place, I'm gonna take a moment to unplug my camera and I'm gonna get some good photos of these solder points.
You just recording the crimes you committed?
Pretty much.
Is the soldering good?
These middle two were good though. Just the first and the last were kinda iffy. That CPU PLL is a goddamn miracle. I hope this thermal paste hasn't solidified. How much? That's probably good for thermal paste. Just gonna just double check it after pressure fitting the heatsink. That's a good spread. Okay. I probably should have done the GPU one first. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here's a moment of truth. Okay.
How does this work? Do they just do they pop up?
It's just pressure fit. I got 3 out of 4 in, so the last one's easy. If I don't destroy the board trying to click it in. There we go. X-Clamp. Number 1. Oh yeah, this piece of tape is not even going to be in the way of the X-Clamps, I don't think. Heck yeah. Is this bi-directional? I think it is. I think it could go, either way. Yeah, with these X-Clamps on, there's no way I was going to be doing CPU PLL. No way. Fuck. I almost cut myself on the board.
They're a rarity.
Well, it's in.
I haven't bothered to get any new mic cables, but there's just a few things that need them.
Yeah.
I have one known good one, and it's one that came with my fucking graphing calculator.
Bruh.
Almost all the other micro USB cables I've tried in a while just don't have data, just suck and don't make a connection, but this yellow one just works fine.
Oh wow, funny story, I just noticed. Look at my fucking CPU heatsink.
Oh.
Just bend that back in shape. See if I can. It's just one fin, it won't be that bad. Anyway. Just to double check that this machine is working. Gotta flip this around.
Go.
Where are my Xbox controllers? Will do. Well, fans spun up. It did the thing. Whoa.
Xbox 360, it lives.
And we run it back. And I don't think it's actually thermal throttling, which is good. I can't check Aurora because I don't have a hard drive plugged in.
Got nothing.
Well, that's good. I didn't break the RGH. And the fans aren't going complete full speed. So now I just have to put it back together again. How many times can you take apart one Xbox? As many as it takes to get it to work. I was gonna live stream this, but I decided, you know what? I'll just record it and upload it as a video, as its own video. It doesn't need a live stream for this. It's not as interesting.
The only indication if it crashes will be
Oh my god.
background stops moving.
I found the missing RF board screw.
Oh.
Literally on a whim, the day that I'm taking the Xbox apart, I see it out of the corner of my eye. There's no way I found that on my gray carpet.
That update's going.
Here we go. Do I need to start playing Peggle? That's the rule, right? Why did they have to use Torx on every screw on the Xbox? Come on, man.
Man, I love Torx.
I mean, the small ones, especially, are cringe. That is hilarious that I actually found the missing screw, though. Now I'm actually putting this thing back together properly, for real. Now it's time to play my favorite game. Which of these screw holes are for the motherboard and which ones are for the case?
Cry. Just cry. That's how you do it.
That's one way. Alright, fan. Like that. Yep. I should have plugged it in first. Glad I have small hands. There we go. I somehow almost put the case on completely backwards. Case, shell, I don't know what's the proper terminology for that.
Long screws.
Looks like they're already almost screwed in. I think at this point I'm put back together enough that the thermals are gonna be how they are fully put together. So, I'm going to plug in a hard drive and see what the thermal readings are. Okay, I still have a bunch of plastic bits on from the first time I opened this console because I destroyed half of them.
When I was first doing temps last weekend, I always forgot to turn the controller on when I do a restart. It's like, oh, why isn't it picking the fucking profile?
I'm using a wired controller so I don't have that problem. Or didn't have that problem.
I've never used a 360 controller wired. Once it's the fucking, it's not just some regular ass cable, it's their weird, ominous, mysterious port. I mean, I have a Pi Pico with its with the KV on it.
That's good so far. That's not bad temps. Let me just run Rock Band 3.
Instant death.
I'd just like to take a moment to mention that I don't have screws for the X-clamps, so they're just floating. The only thing holding them on is a tiny piece of metal.
No screws in a dream.
It's still holding strong.
I went to
I
bed
gotta be
because it was like 2
surprised.
a.m.
That's not bad temps.
No, that's really fucking good temps, dog.
I'm kind of
I got the-
surprised no one knew you
How
could
the
just.
fuck do you get temps that low? What the hell?
Fresh thermal paste, and I got Xenon, like, original heat sinks that are, like, super big, and put them on a Jasper.
Gotcha.
I'm quite.
That won't
worried
cause any
about
lasting issues though, because the board can still flex.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Because the whole like, the turns out the temps are better than the bolt mod, right?
I think so.
The
I
fucking
hope so.
Slims.
One thing I'm worried about on my
Temps on Slims are pretty fucking bad. Like the fucking. If you have, I remember like when I first got my Xbox, I had it standing upright on my desk, and I put something next to it, and I was like FTPing shit over.
Oh,
And then like I picked it up like 15 minutes later, and it was fucking so hot.
Oh god. This is it. I'm putting my Xbox back together for the last time. That's it. I'm not taking this Xbox apart ever again. It's done. Well, that's it. This marks the end of the Xbox 360 saga. It's done. My Xbox 360 is working perfectly as I have wanted it to work for the past few years now. I've been sitting on this Xbox since like 2019. I've been planning to get it RGH'd since about 2022, and it's been sitting in a box ever since. I finally got it taken out for bad update just a couple of months ago, and now it is a RGH'd Xbox and it can do everything I want, and it doesn't have a bolt mod. It's very exciting, and I will definitely be using this Xbox 360 in future live streams and probably even some future videos. So if you're worried about never seeing this Xbox again, don't worry. We'll be seeing plenty of it, but I'm done opening it. I'm done modding it hardware-wise and doing any of like the actual like NAND stuff. I'm too scared to touch any of that ever again, but I will be playing plenty of games on this Xbox 360. If anybody wants some bolts for bolt modding their Xbox 360 or some bolt modded heatsinks, hit me up. Though, for real, it's been a blast messing with this Xbox, getting it from just your standard run-of-the-mill Xbox 360 to one that ran bad update for a couple of weeks, to getting it completely RGH'd and swapping out the bolt mods for X-Clamps. It's been a wild ride the past few months. I'm kind of sad that it's over now, but I hope you all enjoyed the ride as much as I did. And I hope you enjoy. I've got a lot of things planned for the future. I've got a lot of fun things that I hope you all enjoy. I've got a lot of nerd stuff. Maybe not as involved as an RGH, but I have a lot of other videos similarly talking about modding in the future. And of course, I'm always live streaming a lot. I'm doing a lot of modding stuff over there on my live streams here on this channel. I think that's about all I have to say today. Thank you everybody for watching this madness. Thank you everybody who has stopped by the live streams. Thank you for everybody who's been in the voice chats as I've been doing this madness. It's been just a real wild ride, and I hope to see you all in a future video. Thanks for watching. I'm Lizzix. Peace out.